everyone. Thanks for tuning in to day 6 of Unit 5, Fall into Fall. Today, Curiosity has some clues about what we are going to learn about today. Here are your clues. These things are round and orange. You can pick them at a farm. They grow on vines and you can carve them. What do you think we're going to learn about today? If you said pumpkins, you are right. Curiosity brought us a picture of a pumpkin when they are on a vine. Make sure you listen to the story called My Pumpkin that is in your Google Classroom.
Every year has 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. But how can we tell one season from another? How do we know when it's fall? Here are some clues. In some places, the weather gets cooler in the fall. You might put on a sweater when you go out to play. Some animals, like these ponies, grow a thicker coat of hair to keep warm. Look up at the trees. Their leaves turn beautiful colors in the fall: orange, red, and yellow. The leaves fall to the ground, and when you walk on them, it sounds like crunch, crunch, crunch. That's a sound that tells you it's fall. Now, what if you live in a place that stays warm all year round? How will you know when it's fall? Beautiful blooming wildflowers will tell you. Fall is a colorful season everywhere. But there's one way everyone can tell when it's fall. We're back in school in the fall and learning lots of new and exciting things.
Our wonderful word today is vine. A vine is a long, thin branch that a fruit or vegetable grows on.
Vine. A vine is a leafy plant with a very long stem. Some vines grow along the ground, and others climb by clinging to a wall or a fence, or a tree, or some other kind of support. Tomatoes and pumpkins are 2 kinds of food that grow on vines.
Okay, let's look over here at our daily message. Listen for our wonderful word, vine. Pumpkins grow on vines that spread out in a garden. Did you hear the wonderful word vine in our message today? Listen one more time. Pumpkins grow on vines that spread out in a garden. Did you hear the word vine? You are right. Vines is in our message today. Excellent job at listening. This week we are going to be having a new letter. I'm going to give you 3 clues about the letter of the week. We have V, K, and C. Listen to the clues. My uppercase and lowercase shapes are made of straight lines. Is the uppercase and lowercase lines of the V both straight? Yes. Let's look at the K. Are all the lines in the uppercase and lowercase of the letter K straight? They are. Let's now look at the letter C. Does the letter C have any straight lines? No, they don't. Let's look at our next clue. Both of my uppercase and lowercase letter shapes are open at the top. Let's see. Is both the uppercase and lowercase shapes open at the top? You're right, they are. Let's look at the letter K. Are both the uppercase and lowercase letters open at the top? Yes. And let's look at the letter C. Are both the uppercase and the lowercase letters open at the top? No. Let's look at our last clue. You can make my shape by drawing only 2 lines. Let's see how many lines there are in the letter C. Are there 2 lines? lines in the letter K. Let's look at the letter V. Count the lines in the letter V. 1, 2. What letter do you think our letter is this week? If you said V, you are right. And the letter V makes the sound V, V, V. Now you make the sound. Let's go ahead and look in our message to see if we can find any letter V's. Let's look in the word pumpkin. No V's. Let's look in the word grow. No V's. Look in the word on. No. Let's look in the word vines. You're right, there is a letter V. Let's keep looking. Okay, let's look in the word that. No. Let's look in the word spread. No. Let's look in the word out. No. Let's look in the word in. No. The word a. No. And our last word, garden. No. So how many V's did we find in our message? Let's count them. 1. We found 1 V in our message. Let's go over some words that start with the letter V. V, vitamin, V. Vitamin. V, vent, V. Vent. Good job. We're going to watch a video called the Victorian Vulture.
V. A Victorian vulture once chimed, "I so love to make sweet valentines." He drew Venus on vases and violets with faces for a vampire bat in the vines. V.
Time for a rhyme.
Penny, nickel, dime. It's time for a rhyme. We know words that sound the same. Now it's time to play our game.
Today we will begin to learn a new rhyme about a silly place to live. It's called Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater. This rhyme has words that start with the same sound. Listen carefully for the words that start the same way.
Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well.
I heard the same sound at the beginning of some words in this rhyme. Listen carefully while I say the rhyme again to see if you can hear the sound that is the same in some words. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. The words Peter, pumpkin, and put all begin with the p sound. We're going to say the rhyme again, and this time we will say for the p in these words and others that start with the sound p. Ready? Meter, meter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Let's go ahead and look at our math moments with Curiosity. Right now we're going to count with Curiosity from 1 to 16.
Count along with me. Let's count to number 16. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
going to work with our bears. This game we are going to play is called Who is First? So I have a line of bears. Which bear is first? That is the first one in line. I'll give you a hint. It is this bear. Let's do another one. Now it's your turn. Okay. What is the first bear? Is he the first bear in line? No. Is he the first bear in line? You are right. He is the first person in line. First. Let's do another one. Okay. Here's our another one. Which bear is first in line? Is the red bear first in line? No. Is the yellow bear first in line? No. How about the green bear? Is the green bear first in line? You are right. The green bear is first in line. And our last one that we are going to do is this. Which bear is first in line? Is the green bear first in line? No. Is the yellow bear first in line? No. Is the red bear first in line? Yes, you are right. The red bear is first in line.
Three animals come into view. A cow is first, just hear her move. A moose is second, and who's third? You're right if you said it's a bird. The animals lead, but then look out, here they come again. And now in first place it's the bird. The cow is second, and the moose is third. That's right, first, second, and third. But the moose puts on a sudden burst. Look, he's moved from third to first. The cow is falling back to third, and now second, it's the bird. We've learned all about first, second, and third, and you did it with the help of the cow, moose, and bird. Let's ask them all to take the bow. The moose first, the bird second, and third, the cow. That's right. That's right.
So let's look at our play areas for the week. We have two of the same areas from last week. We have fall detectives and at home in the fall. But we have two new areas today. You have apple orchard time. Many people visit farms in the fall where they can pick vegetables, apples, and pumpkins. Some of you may want to pretend to take a trip to an apple orchard. Maybe you will be a customer who wants to buy apples for your family. At the pumpkin patch fun, you can also pretend to visit a pumpkin patch. You might be a farmer or you might be a visitor looking for a pumpkin to bring home. How will you make pumpkins for your pumpkin patch? Thank you for listening to Day 6 of Unit 5, Fall into Fall. Stay tuned for Day 7 with Mrs. Stubbs.